Hello everybody. Before I even get started, I'm just gonna throw a TMI out there. I will be talking about uteruses and trying to conceive. So if you don't care, click off. If you're curious, stay on. If you want to learn something, stay on. Whatever. I'm making this for people who are having the same issue I am or having a similar issue to me. I'm also making this because people keep asking me when I'm going to have a child or when I'm going to start planning a family. So this is for you guys. So anyway, as some of you know, Tyler and I have been together for 9 years. In June, it'll be 9 years. In May, we will have our 1-year wedding anniversary. So in 2012, I had my first miscarriage. After that, they told me that I had a bicornuate uterus. So if you don't know what that is, you can either watch this video or look it up if you care enough. So this is a bicornuate uterus. Actually, let me show you a picture of an actual real, not a real uterus. That would be weird. This is a normal uterus. The fundus is at the top. It's nice and flat, curved on the sides. It comes down to the cervix. So this is a bicornuate uterus. There's 2 horns instead of a flat fundus. The fundus kind of comes down in the middle there. So they told me that I had a bicornuate uterus after my first miscarriage, and that was the reason why I miscarried. Fast forward a year, 2013, it was my first year of college. I had another miscarriage. Those were not planned whatsoever. Tyler and I just were not being very careful, I guess. And if there's any teenagers out there, be protected. So since we weren't really trying to conceive, I didn't really look really far into what was happening. So fast forward to May, got married. We waited like a couple months before we tried to conceive. So we've been trying altogether for like maybe 7 months now. And then in month 5 and nothing was happening, I kind of thought to myself, I should probably get a second opinion or ask my OBGYN if there's not anything I can do with my bicornuate uterus. So she sent me for an HSG, which is a hysterosalpingogram for long. So what they do is inject dye into the uterus, and it looks at the inner contours of it, which means like the inner cavity. So what they would be seeing is just this inner part of it. So this was also after my OBGYN told me that the MRI said either partial bicornuate or partial septate. So the difference between a bicornuate and a septate, I already showed you the bicornuate. The septate, so the inside looks like a bicornuate because it has this dip here, but the outside, it has a flat fundus on the top. So this right here is the septum. It's like a thick fibrous tissue that doesn't have any blood flow, or if it does, it's like slim. So septate uteruses cause miscarriages and infertility. I forget where I was going. Okay, so I had my HSG done, and that was inconclusive because I knew, you know, it only shows the inner contours. It doesn't show what the outside looks like. So I needed more testing done. So she ordered a 3D ultrasound. So MRIs are the best tools to use to diagnose a uterine anomaly. Ultrasounds aren't very helpful because it doesn't have like that bread slicing effects. If you're in the imaging world, you know what I'm talking about. So The 3D ultrasound came back as actually a partial septate uterus. Or no, they said it has a septum, which I guess can technically describe a bicornuate too. So I was getting very frustrated because I was getting back so many different answers and I just wanted an official diagnosis so I could know what the heck was going on. So my OBGYN sent me to RMA, which is the Reproductive Medical Associates of Pennsylvania. So sat down with that doctor. She did a bunch of blood work on me. Everything came back normal. So she said that she was going to sit down with the radiologist, or with a radiologist, and look at all of the testing that I've had over the course of the past 6 years. Wow, that's a long time. So my official diagnosis is a partial septate uterus. So the reason why I am so happy that I have the answer and that it's a septate is because a bicornuate uterus cannot be fixed. If you have it, you just have to keep trying and hope that, you know, you'll get a stable embryo. A septate uterus can be fixed through surgery. What they do is they go up, snip away at the septum, and you basically have a normal looking uterus after that. So I scheduled my appointment for surgery April 11th. I'm so excited for it. So for the longest time, I thought that I was not going to be able to have a child. And you know, the most annoying thing to hear when you're having problems is, oh, you can always adopt. Yeah, I know I can adopt, and that's a great option. But I also want a biological child. So I'm happy that that is now officially an option for me. I guess it was technically always an option, but I didn't have that hope for it. So now I have some light to shed on my life, which I'm very happy for, because, you know, Tyler and I have been together for a very long time. I have my career, Tyler has his career. We're both very stable. We have a house together. We're married. The only thing that's missing is a baby. So hopefully that will be in the near future. I don't know if I'm gonna continue making videos with my journey or not. It depends on the feedback I get from this. So I'm gonna be posting this to YouTube and post it on my Facebook. I know I keep saying there you go again. So the main reasons why I made this video is because people kept asking me when I was trying to conceive, or when I was going to have a baby, when I was going to start planning a family. So that's number one. There's your answer. This whole video is your answer. Number two, I know a lot of people that I'm friends with on Facebook and who I graduated with aren't in the right time in their life to have a child. But for those of you who are, and are having problems trying to conceive, or are having problems in general, there's always an outlook for you. There's Facebook groups, there's doctors that can help you. If you don't feel like doing that, I am an open ear. Even if you don't ever talk to me ever again, that's fine. So, you know, don't be afraid to ask for a second opinion. Don't be afraid to be persistent, because at the end of the day, it is your body and you know what you want. So I think that's it. Sorry about the mess behind me. This is the spare bedroom, so that's why you're seeing boxes. So thank you for watching, and maybe I'll make another video. We'll see.